Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Please squeeze. Come on in. We're a family here. Come on in. Squeeze in. All the cadets and alum, make your buddy smile. Come on. There we go. We know how to do that. There we go. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special day in the history of the University of North Georgia. If I haven't met before, we haven't met. My name is Mike, and I have the honor of serving as the president of the University of North Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to celebrate not just the launch of a new institute, but a bold step forward in our journey to redefine excellence across higher education. A little over a year ago, we embarked on an ambitious journey to transform the University of North Georgia into the most innovative, dynamic, legacy-making university in America. We articulated a vision centered around 7 strategic big bets, areas where we could leverage and curate our excellence and our strengths to make a lasting impact. Among these transformative initiatives are our commitments to delivering the core of the future, becoming the most competitive and value-added Division II athletics program in the nation, and supercharging workforce development for the 21st century. To bring these bold visions to life, we embrace what we call a moonshot mindset. Inspired by President Kennedy's historic challenge to reach the moon, we recognize the need for our own catalyst, a driving force that would propel us toward achieving our strategic goals. Today, I'm thrilled to announce the official launch of the University of North Georgia Institute for Peak Performance, a strategic enabler which lies at the nexus of our strategic big bets to deliver the core of the future, to become the most competitive, value-added Division II athletics program in the nation, and to supercharge workforce development. This groundbreaking institute will serve as the nexus of innovation, bringing together Nighthawk Athletics, the Corps of Cadets, and our College of Health Sciences and Professions, and in the future, the remainder of our colleges. The World Health Organization defines health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. At the University of North Georgia, we aim to optimize these domains: mental, spiritual, physical, nutritional, and sleep, through human performance, peak human performance. Our vision is for UNG to become a global leader in peak research, development, and education, with our unique capabilities being the Army's only senior military college, the Military College of Georgia, housing one of the best, and soon to be the best, NCAA Division II athletics program, and hosting a world-class College of Health Sciences and Professions. We are poised to become a beacon of innovation and collaboration in health and wellness education. Not only will we deliver the best student athletes, students who go on to become champions in our communities, not only will we deliver the best cadets, students who go on to become leaders in our Army and across the nation in our communities, not only will we deliver the best healthcare students, students who go on to lead across our healthcare sector, we will deliver, ladies and gentlemen, a human performance laboratory at scale, a test bed for delivering game-changing knowledge, scholarship, lessons learned, and best practices for not only our Army, but, ladies and gentlemen, for America and beyond. This vision will require building a team of teams, pulling together the best resources in America to deliver at scale. I'm pleased today to announce, ladies and gentlemen, that over the coming months, we will, in a very deliberate manner, be announcing key partners who will join us to deliver on this vision. So stay tuned. Today we embark on a journey to set the conditions for the University of North Georgia's Institute for Peak Performance to become the national leader in human performance, America's human performance makerspace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of North Georgia. And today we set the stage to be the future of peak human performance. This endeavor would not be possible without the support of incredible partners. When we began this journey, we wanted to ensure that we had the best advice and counsel helping us to frame and shape our strategy. So we put together an external advisory board, national experts who understand these domains of human performance, the challenges Americans are facing with holistic health and performance, and experts who ultimately want to help change this trajectory and in doing so change the world. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to introduce you to our esteemed advisory board. First, Dr. Tommy Otley. Tommy is the team physical therapist and sports scientist for the University of Miami's men's and women's basketball programs. Tommy is a distinguished alumnus of the University of North Georgia's Doctor of Physical Therapy program. He is recognized for his exceptional leadership and innovative contributions in sports therapy and high performance. While here, he did it all, and he was recognized as class president and chief anatomy graduate assistant in our DPT program. His impactful journey continued with a residency at Duke University, where he had the honor of serving under Coach K for his final seasons while at Duke. Tommy, while at Duke, also completed the prestigious Division I Sports Physical Therapy Fellowship. Today, he serves at the University of Miami as the team physical therapist and sports scientist, where his innovative use of technology and performance profiling strategies have significantly contributed to the team's development and historic successes, including an ACC championship and Final Four and Elite Eight appearances. In addition, Dr. Otley's is associated with the University of Miami DPT program in the college and their residency programs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Dr. Otley. Here he is right here. Secondly, Adam Stevens. Adam graduated with distinction from the University of North Georgia with a master's in counseling. Adam was the first student accepted into our addictions track, the only certified track in the state of Georgia, and part of the track's first graduating class. He is currently a licensed professional counselor here in our state and has a passion for serving those with mental health and addiction needs due to his personal experience, ladies and gentlemen, with addiction, as well as the current need for quality addiction and mental health counseling. Adam works across the Atlanta metro area as a mobile crisis responder, and he helps people in severe mental health crisis. He also works in private practice where he leans into existentialism, spirituality, addictions counseling, and relating to the lost young man in this confusing world. He is grateful and humbled by the opportunity to serve on our board and is enthusiastic about the potential of IPP. And I want to share a quote that he shared with me. This has an amazing opportunity to change the world starting right here in Dahlonega, Georgia. This is an amazing opportunity, and the University of North Georgia is a perfect fit. So ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Adam Stevens? And finally, Dr. Doug Lundy, who's not with us today, but I'd like to share. Dr. Lundy is chair of the Department of Orthopedic Surgery and an orthopedic trauma surgeon at St. Luke's University Health Network in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. He is past co-president of Resurgence Orthopedics here in Atlanta, one of the largest orthopedic practices in the country, where he specialized in the care of patients with multiple injuries and complex fractures. While here in Georgia, Doug practiced at Wellstar Kennestone Hospital, where he was chair of the Wellstar Musculoskeletal Service Line and past chief of surgery. His accomplishments are many. He has served as the president of the American Board of Orthopedic Surgery, as chair of the Oral Examination Committee, and several others. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug is a graduate of North Georgia College and was a member of the Boar's Head Brigade and went on to graduate from the Medical College of Georgia. He today lives in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, with his wife Peggy, and unfortunately he was not able to be with us. He had a very good reason not to be here, but he extends his regards, and he loves the work we're doing here. So ladies and gentlemen, would you celebrate Doug Lundy, please? And now, ladies and gentlemen, before I introduce you to my teammates who will drive the Institute for Peak Performance, I'd like to let us listen to a special message from Colonel Jason Wayne, U.S. Army, who is the brigade commander for 1st Brigade, U.S. Army Cadet Command.
Hello everyone, my name is Colonel Jason Wayne. I'm the brigade commander for 1st Brigade, U.S. Army Cadet Command, and I'm responsible for all of the senior military colleges and military junior college ROTC programs in our nation. One of them, and most importantly for everyone here today, is the University of North Georgia and the Army ROTC program that exists in this great institution. Developing leaders who are prepared to fight, win in the crucible of ground combat is our everything. It's the most important thing for us. Large-scale combat operations requires a level of physical and mental toughness that must absolutely and deliberately be cultivated in our officer corps. The Army ROTC program at the University of North Georgia serves as a leader laboratory and test bed to sit on the cutting edge of holistic health and fitness development for our brigade and for Cadet Command. The resources garnered over the past year by the University of North Georgia to enable us in this effort is best in class, and the Peak Performance Institute represents a bold leap forward in how we approach holistic health and fitness training, education, research, and development for our cadets in Army ROTC, which will have far-reaching effects across Cadet Command. I have charged the University of North Georgia to lead the way in developing holistic health and fitness for our brigade and for Cadet Command. Because we have no competition and we are solely focused, and the University of North Georgia is solely focused on developing leaders for our Army, the resources garnered will have immediate and far-reaching effects across our command, developing officers that are more ready to lead and fight and win.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you give a hand to Colonel Jason Wayne? Ladies and gentlemen, we are incredibly honored that U.S. Army Cadet Command has asked us to be the makerspace for holistic health and fitness for the command, and the impact we'll have across every Army ROTC program in America cannot be understated. So I thank you to Colonel Wayne, also to the leadership of Colonel Retired Kirk and now Colonel Ed Bankston for allowing us to have this opportunity for our Army. Before I introduce you to my teammates, I want to introduce 3 other key people who have gotten us here today, key partners. First of all, Command Sergeant Major retired Joey Blackshear, who has just retired after a very distinguished career in our Army. He served in the 82nd Airborne Division and for his last assignment here at the Ranger Training Brigade. And he will tell you why the importance of holistic health and fitness is now more important than ever. So Joey, thank you for your service and thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey. Another partner and a key thought leader in all of this is Dr. Parker Hyde. Dr. Hyde is on our faculty here. He is a brilliant leader who understands the performance of the human body. His research, ladies and gentlemen, it will change the way soldiers fight and the way soldiers train and the way athletes perform in their sport. So Parker, thank you for your leadership. And we're just about to get you started here. So welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, would you celebrate Parker? And last but not least, Kevin Pack. Kevin is a retired soldier who is now a graduate assistant. He has been the engine behind this since the very beginning, helping us to think through this. He continues to remain a student. We've got to get you across that finish line, Kevin, and you're not going anywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to have Kevin on our team. Would you give him a round of applause? So today I'm honored to have our teammates who have tirelessly worked for the past year to bring this vision to life. I'm joined by Dr. Shajan Gil, our Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and our Provost, Colonel Retired Brian Kirk, who serves as the Chief of Staff of our Cadet Leadership Academy and will serve as the inaugural Interim Director of the Institute for Peak Performance. Mary Rob Plunkett, who serves as our Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, and Dr. Carolyn DeSandri, who serves as our Dean of our College of Health Sciences and Health Professions. Each will share their thoughts on the impact of the Institute for Peak Performance for their teams, for their programs, and most importantly, for the University of North Georgia. So without further ado, Provost, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Thank you, President Shannon. The Institute for Peak Performance represents a transformative opportunity for our university, and particularly for our faculty in the College of Health Sciences and Professions. This innovative initiative will serve as a catalyst for groundbreaking research and unprecedented collaboration across the disciplines. It will provide a focal point for diverse fields to converge, and the Institute will foster an environment where interdisciplinary research can flourish. This convergence of expertise will not only enhance the quality and the depth of research, but it will also open the doors to external partnerships for us that may have previously been out of reach. These collaborations will expand our research horizons, and they will position our university at the forefront of peak performance studies. The Institute's focus will enable us to pursue a wider array of programs, including those that emphasize interdisciplinary approaches to human performance. That increased funding potential will further bolster our research capabilities, and it will enhance our academic standing. Our students will benefit from this also. They stand to gain immensely because they will have unparalleled opportunities to participate in cutting-edge research, and they will gain invaluable hands-on experience through clinical placements in the Institute itself. This real-world exposure will better prepare them for the job market by giving them this interdisciplinary competitive edge. But what excites me the most about the Institute for Peak Performance is the far-reaching impact that the knowledge gained will have. The lessons learned about developing resilience and improving performance will extend far beyond our Corps of Cadets and our athletes. As students naturally talk to each other in the classrooms and in their clubs and organizations, and they exchange information, we will see that start to disseminate. And we will systematically disseminate the information that we gain through this research. And these insights will become an invaluable resource for all of our students. I think it's crucial that we recognize that the need for peak performance extends beyond the traditional stress environments. We should be thinking about our healthcare providers, our teachers, our law enforcement officers. They also operate under significant pressure. And the research conducted at this institute will have practical applications for these fields as well, and will enhance the ability of our students in those disciplines to perform under stress. Moreover, the Institute for Peak Performance will serve as a magnet for top-tier faculty and for highly exceptional students to come here, further elevating our academic profile. This opportunity will create a virtuous cycle of excellence, where cutting-edge research attracts brilliant minds, which in turn leads to higher output in research and more groundbreaking discoveries. In essence, the Institute for Peak Performance is not just an addition to our university. It is a multiplier. It will enhance every aspect of our academic mission. It will drive research. It will enrich the curriculum. It will attract talent. It'll have a concrete impact on our graduates, and ultimately producing graduates who are better equipped to excel in their chosen fields. As we embark on this exciting journey, I'm confident that the Institute for Peak Performance will become a cornerstone of our university's commitment to innovation, to excellence, and to societal impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. At the University of North Georgia, we believe that Army officer development is a challenge of national significance. The Corps of the future is our answer to that calling. So through the development and implementation of the core of the future, the University of North Georgia is going to deliver the best Army Officer Development Program in America. And we're going to reach that moonshot of commissioning 120 officers in just a few years every year. We absolutely believe that the values, instruction, and forging leaders through education and challenge is timeless, and it remains our foundation. The core of the future couples that by embracing technology and also adapting to those new challenges. So under President Shannon, the great partners across this university and in this room, we've been able to reorganize the military program into the Cadet Leadership Academy, which has provided unity of command and unity of effort. We've also initiated movement towards a 48-month curated leadership development program that's going to bring experience for our cadets. And we've also begun to envision how we could change the economy for our cadets and offset costs. But in order for our cadet graduates to meet the challenges of the future and to win, they must be able to operate at peak levels of performance across all 5 domains of what the Army's called the Holistic Health and Fitness Model, or H2F. A holistic approach to the physical, mental, spiritual, nutritional, and sleep domains of our cadets is foundational to setting conditions for their success as leaders. In fact, just last week, the Army Vice Chief of Staff, General James Mingus, announced that the H2F program is going to roll out across the entire Army force. It's going to be expanded from what was its original intent and original scope and scale at a much greater pace and scale than was previously anticipated and programmed. Peak performance occurs here at the functional intersection of our cadets and UNG's unique environment of health science professions, our athletes, our public and private sector partners, and all the components of our Army, active, guard, and reserve. So our cadet graduates will immediately be able to impact their teams, their squads, and their platoons of soldiers. They're actually going to carry our core of the future impact throughout the Army and our public sectors as soon as they graduate. I am 100% confident that the Institute for Peak Performance is going to enable us, the Corps Cadets in the University of North Georgia, to answer the Army Officer Development Challenge at scale. And I'm super excited to be a part of it.
Good afternoon, everyone, to our faculty, staff, alumni, our cadets, and our athletes. Welcome to Memorial Hall. The Institute for Peak Performance represents a significant leap forward in how we approach the development and well-being of our student athletes as well as our cadets. By integrating the expertise of our Department of Athletics, the Corps of Cadets, and the College of Health Sciences and Professions, and our community partners, we are poised to redefine what it means to achieve peak performance. The vision for IPP is rooted in our core values of holistic development. Our goal is to optimize the physical, mental, and emotional readiness of our student athletes and cadets, ensuring they perform at their absolute best, both on and off the field. Our approach is multifaceted and designed to address every dimension of peak performance. We will focus on optimizing physical readiness and athletic performance through a tailored training and wellness strategies. We are committed to reducing injuries with personalized care and ongoing assessments, while also meeting the unique nutritional needs, thank you, Parker, and of our athletes and our cadets. Importantly, we will enhance mental well-being through education, training, and dedicated counseling services. Furthermore, the Institute for Peak Performance will be a hub of innovation, research, and clinical practice, providing invaluable experience for our future healthcare professionals. The initiative embodies our dedication to delivering the best NCAA Division II athletics program in the country. That's right, the best, while also delivering on our strategies and goals to cultivate leaders of tomorrow. With the launch of IPP, we are not just investing in the immediate success of our student athletes and cadets, but in their ongoing long-term growth. We are setting a standard for excellence and well-being, and I'm excited to see what the impact will leave on our entire community. Thank you for joining us and celebrating this transformative step forward. We look forward to the many successes that lie ahead, and as we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Today we stand at the threshold of a new era in health profession education and research with the launch of the Institute of Peak Performance. The Institute is not just another academic department. It is a visionary initiative that will serve as a dedicated education unit for research and education for our health profession students. The Institute represents our commitment to pushing the boundaries of traditional education and embracing a holistic approach to health and wellness. At its core, the Institute for Peak Performance will provide our students with a unique interprofessional opportunity. They will work side by side with our distinguished faculty, engaging in both innovative research and cutting-edge curriculum development. This hands-on experience in whole health and fitness, education, training, and clinical practice will be unparalleled in its scope and depth. Imagine a learning environment where students from various health professions collaborate, share insights, and learn from each other's perspectives. This is the reality we are creating with the Institute. Our students will not just be passive learners, but active contributors to the field of human performance. What sets IPP apart is its focus on real-world application. Our students will have the extraordinary opportunity to work with Peer 2 division athletes and are members of our esteemed Corps of Cadets. This practical experience in facilitating whole health and wellness education and training for high-performing individuals will be invaluable. By working alongside dedicated faculty and collaborative experts in the field of human performance, our students will gain insights that go far beyond the textbook knowledge. They will learn to apply theoretical concepts in real time, adapting to the unique needs of each individual they work with. This hands-on approach, combined with our rigorous academic study, will transform our students into the healthcare workforce leaders of the future.
Well, thank you to my teammates, and Greg, we'd be happy to take a few
We
questions.
have time for a few questions. We'll start here.
My question is for President Shannon. You've spent time at a university with Division I athletics and have been able to see those facilities and that training and the research that they do. How is this institute going to compare some of that stuff that you've had in your experience?
So, short answer is we believe the future of college athletics lies in Division II. So that is our first strength. And we retain our athletes through their 4-year experience. The other aspect of it is we have a Corps of Cadets who stays with us for 4 years. So the longitudinal opportunities for us to study, even in the Army, ladies and gentlemen, soldiers don't stay in our units that long. And so our ability to be able to study the progress of these opportunities, of all of these domains, is very exciting. The other thing we have done is, as we've thought about facility will be a big part of this. We have studied the best Division I facilities and the best United States Army facilities. And so what you'll see rolled out in the next few months is our concept for our long-term facility, which doesn't exist in America, ladies and gentlemen. Think best Division I meets best Army and collide it together, and it's going to be incredibly special. So that's how we feel we have a unique, decisive advantage, and we're going to leverage that here.
Thank you.
Thank you, President. Cadet Nabri.
This is for you, President Shannon. What can cadets and athletes look forward to with the new Institute for Peak Performance?
Yeah, it's a great question, Cadet McGill. I think in general, Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a time where people are struggling for many different reasons. And many of them lie in the basics of human health. Understanding how nutrition, sleep, physical activity combined with mental and spiritual health combine together to make you be the best version of yourself. What I'm excited about, Grace, is the opportunity to allow our cadets and our athletes to learn what right looks like. Many of us, let's be fair, don't always grow up that way for many different reasons. I know I didn't. And so what we're the most excited about is being able to not only teach, but then watch the results. And from my experience in my time as a soldier, you get very motivated when you see results in yourself. You see yourself getting better. And I think that's what's the most exciting for our cadets. And then on top of it, think about all of the knowledge, and all of the team has talked about it. The provost, I know, is really excited. Think about the things we're going to be able to share with America when it comes to all of the lessons we're going to learn from this. It's really exciting, Grace, and I can't wait to get it really underway.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We have a hard stop right now. We appreciate you all for coming. Have a great afternoon. Thank you all.
Thank you all for being here.